Finally, to cool this hot economy down, central banks stepped in with interest rate adjustments, making borrowing money for a house or a car much more expensive, which adds yet another layer of cost to daily life. It is literally a complete domino effect.
And the thing is, these macroeconomic factors compound on one another. When we look at supply chains, labor shortages, interest rates, and government policies, it is absolutely crucial to view them impartially. Government policies, meaning fiscal stimulus, tax adjustments, and broad federal spending, inject money into the economy. Regardless of the political intent behind them, purely from an economic standpoint, when you combine a larger money supply with global supply constraints and massive labor bottlenecks, you basically create the perfect engine for inflation. No single factor here is solely responsible, honestly. It is the unique combination of all of them working together concurrently that has driven our current reality.
Section 4. For real middle-class impacts, grounding reality.
The absolute crucial point is captured perfectly in a quote from a recent study of middle-class households. It says, "It feels like no matter how much we budget, the goalposts keep moving on our basic living expenses." That right there is the emotional toll of inflation. It's not just a line on a chart. It's the deep, psychological frustration of doing everything right. You're working hard, you're trying to save, you're cutting back on luxuries, and yet you still feel like you're falling behind, because the baseline cost to simply exist keeps shifting further and further out of reach. We absolutely have to keep this human element in focus when discussing these massive economic shifts.
Section 5. 5 practical tips to manage. Taking action today.
So, what do we do about it? Here is a practical toolkit you can use right now. Step 1 is budgeting, but not just the old set-it-and-forget-it budget. You need an active, zero-based budget that accounts for today's prices, not 2019's prices. What is a zero-based budget? It just means every single dollar you earn is assigned a specific job before the month even begins, whether that's for groceries, savings, or rent. Your income minus your expenses literally equals zero. You have to track the leaks. Step 2 is reducing debt, specifically high-interest debt like credit cards. When you're tackling debt in a high-interest environment, you generally have two highly effective strategies. There's the avalanche method, where you attack the debt with the highest interest rate first to save the most money mathematically over time. Or there's the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest balance first to get a quick psychological win and build momentum. Just pick one and start. Finally, step 3 is building emergency savings. Think of this as your financial moat. In an unpredictable economy, placing your cash reserves in a high-yield savings account is your absolute best defense against the unexpected.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. How will you adapt your budget for tomorrow's economy? The economic landscape has permanently changed, and relying on old financial habits simply won't work in this new reality. Take these tools, look at your own numbers, and start building your financial resilience today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this structure helped clarify a very complex issue, and I will see you next time as we continue to break down the world around us.